about 18 years with automotive and healthcare. And it is with across industries like Toyota Kirloskar Motors, Renault Nissan. We were able to get the forecasting accuracy from 50 to 70%. Very much thankful in terms of joining Toyota as a first company, because Toyota is a very process oriented. Getting exposure from local to global supply chain is very much important for any individual. I have an edge since I have handled the projects, SAP ERP implementations.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to FaceTime with Leaders, a podcast series by Directors Institute, World Council of Directors. I'm Sunny Pancholi, and today we are truly honored to have with us a distinguished leader whose career has been marked by innovation, strategic vision, and a commitment to operational excellence. It is my privilege to introduce Mr. Anand DV to our podcast. Thank you for being here, Mr. Anand, and welcome to FaceTime with Leaders.
Thank you. Really happy, and I appreciate for this opportunity. Thank you.
So, Mr. Anand, with an impressive career spanning 18 years across dynamic industries like healthcare and automotive, you have certainly seen the evolution of supply chain management firsthand. So, what I would like to ask you is, could you take us through your journey from your early days to your current achievements and share some key moments that have defined your path?
Absolutely. And once again, thank you for providing this opportunity. Overall, my career is about 18 years with automotive and healthcare. And it is with across industries like Toyota Kirloskar Motors, Renault Nissan, and Philips Global Business Service. I worked across my core areas are like supply chain management and sales and operation planning, where I worked across in areas like procurement and inventory control, logistics, dealer operations, projects, and as well as SAP ERP implementations, and working across in tools like BI tool, Power BI, and the ClickSense. Um, it is more of end-to-end supply chain, I can say, where I have touched upon multiple dimensions like systems, operations, process, projects. So these are very much important for the organizations. I've tried to create an umbrella out of it so that I have a wider horizon in terms of understanding the organization and their requirements and how to fulfill their goals. So these are key areas where I have worked across during my 18 years tenure.
Incredible, incredible. And it's fascinating to see how diverse experience across different industries have contributed to your expertise. All right. So you've often been described as a transformation architect. Transformation architect. So can you share an instance where you transformed a traditional supply chain into a more modern, efficient system?
Absolutely. See, one of the points I could highlight is like implementing service parts planning tool, like a forecasting tool. So, which is very much necessary for an automotive industry, since automotive industry is still a bit laid back and uses more into traditional advanced Excel or informations with respect to the demand available in the SAP systems. With the introduction of forecasting tool and tagging with the SAP system, we were able to get the forecasting accuracy from 50 to 70%, so which was really helpful for the transaction part or the operational part and the business users who could in turn benefit from it, in terms of understanding what is the demand history, how the product masters are behaving, how the super sessions are behaving, and how to forecast, give the forecast informations to our suppliers, external vendors, so that we can get the material on time. And in terms of delivering the material is paramount importance in automotive industry. So customer satisfaction, customer enlightenment is very key. So forecasting tool implementation was one of the core part I could highlight during my tenure. And of course, there are quite a few projects which are handled in global scale and as well as company scale. So that's how it's been. This is one of the highlights.
That's a great example of how innovation can truly reshape traditional processes. And it must have been rewarding to see the tangible benefits of those changes. So, with a career that has spanned across some of the most renowned names in the industry like Philips, Nissan, Toyota, Renault, you have had a front row seat to diverse challenges and incredible achievements. So, looking back, what would you say were some of the most rewarding experiences, or for that matter, challenges that helped shape your career journey?
So I'm very much thankful in terms of joining Toyota as a first company, because Toyota is a very process oriented and They take a lot of time in understanding and planning activities before executing or implementing tasks. So in that way, I was fortunate enough to start my career with Toyota, understand the basic, create a foundation, and create a base in terms of my career or my learnings in industries when I started way back in 2006. So through that, I had an exposure with respect to systems, operations, and projects as well, like I said earlier. So in this, Toyota uses more of a customized systems, which is not used elsewhere. It's called Toyota Parts Automation System, where they handle the complete end-to-end supply chain activities, right from procurement to the delivery to the dealerships. So it was really a foundational or stepping stone for me to take up or launch or set up a launch pad in terms of taking it further.
All right, that's a fascinating journey, and it's clear how those experiences across different organizations have added layers to your expertise. So, with your extensive experience in managing supply chains across multiple countries, you have navigated a range of regulations and standards. So, how do you think companies can effectively ensure that their global operations stay aligned with corporate governance standards?
Of course, yeah. Getting exposure from local to global supply chain is very much important for any individual. I was fortunate to have the exposure both in Toyota, Renault, Nissan, and Philips as well. All these operates across Asia Pacific, Europe, and North America, to be precise. And in these countries, each country operates in different manner, have a different action mindset, whether it can be cross cultural aspects or a frugal or competitiveness. Across industries it varies, so we need to articulate our informations accordingly and try to project the required informations in getting tasks done when it comes to North America or Europe or in the Asia Pacific region. Asia Pacific is much more what I can say aggressive in terms of getting things done or getting the parts or getting the movements of the material when compared with Europe and America. And in Europe and America it's more of what I can say they are aggressive as well. You cannot say no for that. But in terms of managing the task, they expect more content oriented, more point to point oriented in terms of getting tasks done. So Asia Pacific is more descriptive, and America and Europe are more point to point. So accordingly, we have to articulate our informations and provide clearly. So
That's really insightful of you. So, with such a wealth of experience in leading transformative supply chain initiatives across major global companies, do you see yourself stepping into more strategic boardroom level roles in the future? That is part A of my question. And part B is, what aspects of your expertise do you think would bring the most value to guiding companies at a strategic level?
uh, in my 18 years tenure, it's a blend of system operations and process and projects. So when I have a blend of these informations, I have a wider horizon, and that is the edge over other individuals. When it comes to other individuals, they might be expertise in a particular area, but when I come into picture, since I have a wider scope and wider knowledge and wider horizon in terms of explaining things, so I know in and out of the activities when it comes to end-to-end supply chain. That's the edge. And the second aspect is how to articulate, how to communicate with different stakeholders, managing right from top management to the working level people, handling different peer groups is something I have an edge since I have handled the projects, SAP, ERP implementations in previous companies as well. And the third aspect is understanding the system perspective and understanding the operation perspective. Both are equally important when it comes to day-to-day task or day-to-day activities in a business cycle, through which we'll be able to get more insights and more analysis, and thereby we'll be able to make decisions in a timely manner. So these are some of the points I could correlate throughout my career, and that's how I have gone through.
That's truly fascinating, and it's clear that your background would bring a lot of depth to strategic discussions at the boardroom level. All right, so to moving on to the next question, reflecting on your journey with Directors Institute, how did the experience shape your perspective as a leader? And were there any key insights or skills that stood out and added a new dimension to how you approach your work?
are really great. Not many institutes provide informations when it comes to corporate governance or understanding the share and understanding the share market and the companies, how it operates with respect to public or private sectors. So these informations, I mean, throughout our career, whether it can be our academics or in the industries, will not get exposed to these informations. But in the Director Institute stand apart in providing critical informations and understandings to the students who are learning through this institute. So I was fortunate enough to understand all these informations, whether it can be environmental, social, corporate governance, and try to understand at the basic level, and through which further, of course, I had to improve further a lot in terms of how the governance operate in industry aspects, as there are multiple industries across India.
That's absolutely great to hear. And it's always fascinating to learn how continued education can bring fresh perspective to even experienced professionals like yourself. So your contributions across various industries have been truly remarkable, Mr. Anand. And your insights today have been both inspiring and insightful. So we are genuinely grateful that you took the time out of your busy schedule to share your experience, knowledge, and innovative perspectives with us and our viewers. And from all of us at Directors Institute, we wish you continued success and look forward to seeing all the incredible achievements you bring to the field in the future. So wishing you all the best in your endeavors.
Thank you. Thank you very much for this. Cheers.
So to all the viewers watching, that concludes today's episode. We will be back with more inspiring stories and valuable insights from extraordinary leaders in our next episode. Until then, keep striving for excellence and embracing the journey ahead. Thank you so much and have a nice time.
Thank you.